maximum mean?
Largest value.
Yeah, largest number, largest value. What about minimum? Smallest.
Max, 1,
Good. Range is your maximum minus your min. Median, middle, outlier. So this one's significantly. Let's see if I can spell that correctly. Lower or higher. So a number that, and we'll learn about that next class, it's a number that's really low or really high compared to the rest of your numbers. Quartile, what does that sound like? Quarter, right? And a quarter is what? It's not 1/2, but what part of you? 25% or 4. So it's 25% of your data. Or a quarter of your data. What's mode?
No, number repeated.
The number that's most repeated. The number that appears the most. So mean would be your average. Beautiful. So for this one, what's the max? 25, what's the min? Range? 24. Median? Does anyone need to go over median? I know, Tremont, you weren't here yesterday, right? So when I do median, you just go 1 for 1. So I go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So it's 1 from each side, and whichever one's in the middle is your median. So 5 would be my median. Are there any outliers here? Are there any numbers that are way bigger or smaller than the rest of your data? 25. So 25 would be an outlier. Mode? 2. Perfect. Circle how you feel. You got it. Circle yes, maybe, no. This lesson should take like literally not much time because there's not much to do to it. Just making the actual box plot. So you're going to your purple notes, and these are your notes for actually like the next 2 units. So it's like this is the rest of your year basically in this purple thing. So don't do that. And so you're going to where it says box plots and opening it up. So open it up where it says box plots, and it should say at the top example 5. It looks like this. So what we're going to be doing today is a 5-number summary. And so what that is, you guys may have remembered this from middle school. You haven't looked at it, I think, since 6th grade, though. So what it is, it's your min, your Q1, which is your quartile 1, your median, your quartile 3, and your max. I'm going to tell you how to do it by hand first, which y'all know how to do it by hand. And then the last one we're going to do, I'll show you how to do it with your calculator, just because there's less people, and it's way easier. So when we're doing it by hand, you need to put the numbers in order. When you're doing it in your calculator, you do not need to put the numbers in order. So let's do it by hand first. So what's the smallest number here?
What is that?
13. It's in that purple thing, right under your calculator. Yeah, and open it up to box plots. What's the next one? Another 13. Next one. 23. There's 2 of them. Next one. 24. Next one. There's 2 of them. Next one. 30. Next one. 34. And then the last one. Oh, I missed 30, didn't I? Yeah. Kind of. Not dots, but it's like dots and lines. It looks like this. The box plot. Yeah, but then we are doing dot plots too. That's just 2 lessons. So I forgot a 30. 30, 34, 34, 35. Now, what is my minimum?
13.
13, right? And then your max, 55. When you're doing your min and max, you put dots. So he was asking, is that when you put dots? The dots are for your min and max. So I would put a dot at 13, which is like between 10 and 15, and 55, which is right here. So you're putting dots on your min and your max. Yeah. Yep. That's what we're going over. We're going over it. So you did do this. I'm tutoring. I didn't know until I tutored a 6th grader the other day, and I saw she was doing the same thing. But it's been a while since you've seen it. So when you're doing, the next thing you're going to do is median. So we already did that. So that's where we go 1 for 1. So I go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. There's 2 in the middle. Add them and divide by 2, or what's in the middle of 27 and 27? 27. So even if you added them and divided by 2, they'd still be 27. So that's my median. And I draw a line for my median, so it looks like that. So your median gets a line. Then quartile 1, all this is doing is taking your data and putting it in quartiles. So like when Ms. Thompson was talking about your grade point averages, when they're looking at colleges and tuitions and who can get in and who can't, they take all your GPAs and they put you in the bottom 25%, the bottom 50%, bottom 75, and bottom 100. That's what they're doing here. So for this one, all you're doing is you're doing the median. See how there's 27 is not included in here? Like it's not like just one number I circled. Because of that, I just split it in half. So now I'm breaking my data up into 2 equal parts like this. So I draw a line between, so I don't include the median, and the median's right there, so I'm not including it. And I break it up. Now I do the exact same thing that I did to find the median. And I'm finding the median of each section. So I go 1 for 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. There's 2 in the middle. What's the middle of 23 and 23? 23. And I put a line for the Q1. Now I just do the same thing over here. So 1, 1, 2, 2. There's 2 in the middle. What's between 30 and 34? What's the middle of those 2 numbers?
32.
32. Or you can add them and divide by 2. And you'll get 32. So it looks like that. See that? And then all you do is you just draw a box like that, and then the whiskers go like halfway through. It's called box whiskers. And that's it. So what this shows me is the top, middle, and the top 25% of my data is right here, so you don't need to draw this, but this is my top 25%. This is 25% of my data. Here's 25% of my data, and here's 25% of my data. You don't need to write that. We'll go over that tomorrow, but that's what this is doing. It's a formula. Does that make sense? Okay, let's try the next one. So the next one we'll try, and then this one I'm going to show you how to do on your calculator. And you can choose half of the last class that I didn't enjoy doing it by hand, so I'm just going to do it by hand. Other people are like, why wouldn't I just use the calculator? So try this one. And so first, if your 5-number summary is your min, Q1, median, Q3, and max. And they already put it in order for us. So what is your min? What's your max? Beautiful. So you're going to put 2 dots right there. So 74 and 99. Then I have to find my median. So that's where I go 1 for 1. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. This time my median's a number. See it? See how there's just 1 in the middle? So what is my median? 83. So now that one doesn't include, see how the median is part of that? I don't include the median when I'm finding my Q1 and Q3. So I go like this. See the difference between the last one and this one? See how I didn't include that number? And now I just do the same thing. 1, 1. What's the middle of 75 and 76? 8201. What's the middle of it? Yep, 75.5. And so I go to 75 a little after it, and I draw my line. I go to 83 and draw my line. And then- Yeah, it's just like a little after 75. Oh, why is it? You just add them and divide by 2 and you'll get that. Then I do the same thing here. What's between 85 and 87? 86. So that's you right there. So then you just draw your box, and then you draw your whiskers. Does that make sense? All right, now I'm going to show you how to do that same one on your calculator. And then the third one, you can choose what you want to do. You do need to know how to do it by hand in case it's a non-calculated part of your milestone. So write these directions down of how to put in your calculator. You do not need to put the numbers in order. So if they say put the numbers in order, you do not need to do that. So all you do is you press the button data on your calculator. So write this down. Data, you can just write it on the side of your purple sheet or on the top, wherever you have room. See this room right here on the side of it? Just write calculator, the calculator direction. So first press data. Do you see how there's numbers? Do you guys see numbers in that column? That's because someone in the class before you was using it. Click delete. So delete all the numbers in there. You click this button that says delete. Yeah. It's a button in the top. Yeah. So click data, then click delete, and it deletes all your data. Then you're just typing each number in and clicking enter. So like you would type all those numbers in, so you type the value in and then click enter after each one. So you would write like 74, enter, 75, enter, and you don't even need, it doesn't even need to be in order. The calculator does it for you. Enter, yeah, 81, enter, until you get all of them. Even if it repeats, put it twice. When you're done putting it in, give me a thumbs up so I can go on. Cool. Perfect. Then, so you just put it in that first column. Then you press second. It's the green button. See the green button? And then it's the same one as yesterday, but no one was paying attention, so I'm trying to show you again. And then press data. So second data. And then click enter 4 times. I only had to explain this once in the last class because they did it so many times that they just followed the purple sheet the first couple times and then they click. Did you click enter 4 times? Give me a thumbs up when you're at the screen. So then you press, make sure you're pressing second data. The green button, second, then data again. Is everyone there? And so then did you click enter 4 times? Yep. And so then when you scroll down, first you see at number 2, it looks like this, X with a line under it, over it. You guys see that?
No.
It's number 2 when you scroll down this thing. Yeah, it says like 82.6. So, do second data. And then click second data, enter 4 times.
Oh.
Second, make sure that's the right number. I'm just writing it down. Second data and click enter 4 times. Do you guys see that? Second data, enter 4 times. And so the X with the line over it, that's your mean. So if they ever ask for your mean in anything, that's all you have to do is type those numbers in like that. That's your mean. If you scroll down to 7, do you guys see at 7 it says min? That's your minimum.
Yeah.
You see it says Q1.
Yeah.
Thank you, median. Then Q3. Then your max. It gives you everything. So you don't need to do any of that work if you just type that in your calculator. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What? For some people enjoy doing this. Like I enjoy doing it by hand. But like I had half the people last class do it by hand because they like to do it. But if you're someone who's I just rather type something in to get an answer, You just need to know how to do it by hand in case it shows up on those 10 questions that are non-calculator section. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so now whichever method you want to use, like if you want to use a calculator or if you want to do it by hand, try number 7. So either typing it in, I'm going to so either you could type it into your calculator or you can do it by hand, whichever one you want to do. So use the method that you're going to use. How many people are going to use a calculator, just so I know? How many people are doing it by hand? You're going to do it by hand? Okay.
Pues we still gotta do what we did on the first one, we gotta do that on the bottom.
Yeah, you still do the box. So like once you type it in the calculator, you get this stuff, right? Min, Q1, and we'll have numbers next to it. Those are your values that you're putting down. So you still have to put the dots on the min and max and the lines on those three.
Wait.
Oh, then you put like what you and then find the middle of it. Yep. So this one's in order. The ones you're going to get are probably not going to be in order. Where do you put the box? The Q1, the middle 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you all got the minimum 52, right? So those are dots. So like right there, 52 would be a dot. Those are the only 2 dots. And 78 was your max, and that was a dot. You guys got those too? Then what was your Q1 that you got? 70. Did everyone get that? Okay, so I just put a line at 70. Then what was your median? 72. So then I put another line at 72. And what was your Q3?
76.
And I put another line right there. Then you just draw your box, so it looks like that, and then here's the lister. And so even though it looks kind of weird, that just means that there was a big, all this was 25%. That means there was a big range. So when I look at this, this was your test scores, I can see, hey, there are a large range, like there were a lot of people who got 0s to 50s, like 25% of you guys got 0 to 50s. And then this was the rest of the 75%.
Q1 and your Q3 is gonna be a line of thing.
Yeah, so your line is just connected to this. This is your min. So this is 25% of your data.
I know, but like, the thing that, I got the thing when you do the box.
Yeah, so when you do the box, just make sure you're not, a lot of people last class were like putting the dot up here and going like this, and you couldn't tell the difference. The box is just your Q1, it's the line that's Q1 median, Q3, and then you just draw a box on top of it.
So your max would be a line.
Yeah, that's just a dot, yeah. So that's not a line. The dots are just the min and max, so like that. Does that make sense? Cool. Last thing we need to learn, this is it. The last thing though is IQR. That's interquartile range. Write that down. Interquartile range. You're given this formula on your formula sheet. So if you look at the formula sheet, and sure Brian, where does it all work? So if you look in on your formula sheet, if anyone has theirs, you can see it says interquartile range. It gives you this equation. It looks like this. It says interquartile range, and it even spells it out for you, and it says IR equals Q3 minus Q1. And it even says the difference between the first quartile and third quartile. Like it gives you the information. So interquartile range just means Q3 minus Q1. So what is Q3 minus Q1? Yep. So your IQR is 6. You don't need to put that anywhere on your graph. It's just in case they ask for it. That just means how spread out your data is. Cool. How do you feel?
Easy.
Perfect. Okay, so let's do one more, and you can either do it if you're doing it by hand or graph or on your calculator. So let's go to the packet for today. It's just a bunch of practice. So you can start with this one right here, Jorge. I think I have the calculator. You have it? You're sure?